I'd rather be a Solent than a cunt. Do it with me. I'd rather be a Solent than a cunt. Hi guys and welcome back. So I hope that did not flash my titties because this used to be a beautiful kind of crop jumper that I bought maybe 3 years ago, and since then I have gained weight. But that is not even like, literally it's bigger my arms, but my boobs got significantly bigger. But like literally they don't cover my tatas, and I bought them and like there was like all foundation on the sleeve because I bought it second hand because it's like Cyberdog, and let's be real, Cyberdog is spenny when you're a student, so I could not afford that, okay? Oh my god, I should do a video where I tell you about my student life. Lol, let me add that to the book of jokes. Though to be fair, fuck it, let's talk about uni now. Lol 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 lol. So my time at uni, well, first question, where did I go? I went to Southampton Solent, and they had this chant, and it was cool because it was like 2 Southampton ones, yeah? One was Solent and one was Southampton, and the phrase would be, I'd rather be at Solent than a cunt. I'd rather be at Solent than a cunt. Do it with me. I'd rather be at Solent than a cunt. Okay, demonetized. I don't even get monetized. So but yeah, shout out to any Solent people. I was there for like a couple months. So no one in my family, in my direct family, had been to university or anything like that, and throughout college everyone's like, oh, you must go, and I was like, I don't really care. And it went to like very last minute, then suddenly all that kind of even through fucking secondary school, they're like, college, uni, you gotta do it, and I was like, yeah, I don't care, because at the time I was like super depressed and I didn't think I had a future anyway, but I was like, whatever. So I was all this time like, if and one day, oh my god, uni, and so I panicked. I was like, okay, cool, let's go for this shit. And like there was only maybe like 5 universities in the country that did the course I wanted to do. I originally wanted to go Huddersfield because it was far away, and I just wanted to like have my own life as a independent woman, teenager, young lady, whatever. But there was like an open day to Southampton Solent, and that was a lot closer, so it was like, okay, cool, we could go there. I had full support from my grandparents as well. In fact, my granddad gave me some money to like contribute for it, which was like really good. And I got in, I think I got into all of them, but I went to Southampton because I really enjoyed the open day and it was really cool, and I was like, yeah. I went to study music journalism, by the way. I could have told you that by now, lol. But yeah, I went there to study music journalism, and I was really excited because I'd done writing before, and I'd done my music that I literally just finished at college, or was going to finish. So they went hand in hand, and it was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. Get a good free gigs. And I started the year initially really good, and I was in a relationship at the time. And my partner was very, at the time, controlling and manipulative, that they wouldn't let me socialise with people, otherwise it would turn into this fight, and they said they'd suicidal and I couldn't leave them, and I was guilt tripped into spending my time with them. Every weekend I was there, I had to go all the way to where they lived, which was quite far. They never came to see me. And like, I was really proud of where I was and like my room, and I was, you know, very house proud and cool, and like, you know, I felt like it was a big achievement. They never came to see me. Whatever reason, I think part of it, they just, you know, weren't their priorities. They didn't give a shit too much. Whatever. But, you know, that's not even the issue. The issue that they was very manipulative, and as a result I isolated myself from everyone. And in fact there was probably like one person who, besides my class, again there was only one person there who actually spoke to. Hi Aaron. Lol. There was only one, I'm gonna just like name names because it don't matter, because like they probably won't ever watch this, but like these were good people, so I can totally say who they are. So who lived across the hall from me was Danny and his girlfriend. She didn't live there, but like they were really nice people. In fact, he looked after my hamsters at some point, but he was always cool, and he always invited me out, even though every night I'd be like no, except from this one night when I did, and that was like dramas, but we'll get there in a sec. But he was always like, you know, Phoebe, do you want to come out? And like, I think he knew that I wanted to, but like whatever the situation was. And I ended up telling him, and there was a time when like me and my ex had like this fight, and really he was just a really good neighbour, friend. I mean, we weren't like friends. I really wish we were. I think we could have become friends, but like I left. So that happened. There was this one time where we went out and it was Halloween, and like I've probably went to like one party. I went clubbing out once, and it was like drama each time. And, like, I smashed up my phone, and there was arguments because like I said, oh, I want to be 2 hours, and 2 hours 10 minutes later I'm getting this phone call like, hey, it's 2 hours, you know, it's been longer than 2 hours, why haven't you called me? And I was like, whoa, and they were like, oh, I'm really depressed, I'm gonna do this, it's all your fault, blah blah blah. And me being an idiot was like, well, it's not, I mean, in hindsight I'd be like, okay, well, that's your issue and you're inflicting it on me, you know, you're depressed, that's not because of me, like I'm not doing anything. Anyway, I was just existing, and it was just drama and awful. It made me really depressed, and as a result, and I was like suicidal, and there would be times where I wouldn't even get out of bed, I wouldn't socialise. It was pretty shitty. I even made like this, like, oh, this is dark, this like goodbye suicidal video tape thing, and in fact I still have it on my laptop, but I will never watch it, or at least not for a very long time. I just can't bear myself to, because I was in such a dark place. Even I was in super pits of depression. I think I was probably cutting myself as well. It was bad. So I don't want to go in and watch this video because it's like this, but like it was so toxic, you know. If I was ever in that situation again, I'd be like, yeah, no, bye. I'm not even. I'm done. So like now it's not. I just have like a high tolerance for bullshit. Like not high. I have a low tolerance for bullshit. I'll see it and I'll be like, nah, bye. Because there's no way in hell that I'm going through that again. So moral of the story, kids. If you have someone who is making you feel shitty and they're trying to make you feel shitty because you're not with them and you're, you know, going to education or you're working or doing anything with your life like a normal person would, and they're making you feel bad about it because you're not with them and blah blah blah, they're probably not good people to be hanging around, whether you're dating them or friend or whatever. You know, like just because like I do look back and kind of wish in a way that I did have that kind of party phase, like going around getting drunk. I would spend most of my time inside, and there'd be a couple times where I'd like text another guy in my class and be like, hey, have you eaten? If not, like, let's go out and get some food. And I'd go to like fine dining and on my own most of the time, because I kind of isolate. I isolate myself, and I had no friends really. There was like very few people who really spoke to me. Like Aaron was in my class, he was in my flat, but he was on the other side. So like I was like on the 7th floor, and there was like A and B. I was like in A, he was in B. So like he was kind of everywhere. We'd walk to classes together. We did chat, and like he knew when I said, oh, I was gonna have like a break from uni. He was like, I know you're not gonna come back, and I didn't. And it was a combination of the thing, like I was depressed as fuck and I couldn't even function, which I think was the main reason. I deep down I like to think that the other reason is just what I tell myself to make me feel better about it. But like the course wasn't exactly what I wanted, because like I went to learn journalism and they're teaching me like Adobe and Photoshop, which is good in the sense that, like, you know, you're gonna go into journalism, it's gonna be difficult, you need to be able to do all these skills to survive. I never grew up with a computer, so I found like anything to do with computers very challenging, and so I didn't quite like that. And so I kind of was like, oh well, I've only come here to learn journalism. I just kind of had that attitude because I found it hard. And that, coupled with my awful relationship, I left uni after a couple months. I think I left in like November and we started like the end of September. So I was really there for like fuck all. And then I left and I still had to like pay this amount on my house. It wasn't the full amount. Still had to pay some. I still have student debt. Like it's not a lot, I suppose. But then I did get like, so I have to pay for tuition and housing fees and all this loans or whatever. But like for just 1 year instead of the free. I am thinking of going back to uni. I know I'd be one of the older people. I like, obviously I'm not old because I'm still young, but like, I don't know. I kind of want to have a little bit of wild university time and also like have a backup, I suppose. Because right now I'm working in the shop, I'm doing this, I'm doing music shit, and like just trying to, most importantly, keep my mental state like here. Oh, that got deep. I mean, this whole thing has just been like an escalator. It's been like a woo of emotions. This roller coaster ride, that's the one. Then my boobs come out. It's been like a bit crazy, the story of my uni experience. I can go back to Southampton Solent, but I wouldn't be able to do music journalism because I basically threw in the towel for that. Which I don't think I would do anyway. I mean, yeah. Oh, I was supposed to even climb Kilimanjaro. But like, I was gonna do things. I'm gonna do things in my life. I think there's still time. I don't know if I would go and do music or something to do with media, but I think it'd be definitely one of the two. Maybe even just pick up like a college course to do some like media stuff. We'll see. Also, I think like I'm so edgy because I have like makeup brushes in my hair. Like, can we all just for a minute? Ugh. Yeah. Anyway guys, that was my university story. I would recommend going to university if it is something that you truly wanted to do. And I think, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, you know, long distance relationships don't work at uni. It's not a case of long distance relationships. It's people got to have your best interests, and if they truly believe in your best interests, then anything can work, I believe. But whatever, do it for you. If you have a relationship and it like crashes, at the end of the day, you is first, because like no one's gonna care about you more than yourself. You know what I mean? Like you have a friend who look out for you, but you might, you know, argue or like whatever. Like no one is gonna love you more than yourself, even if you're having issues right now loving yourself. Oh my god, stop getting deep, Phoebes. Ugh. But like, stick out for yourself. You know, like you do you for you. Other people are second. You gotta make sure you're cushy, and then you can help other people and blah blah blah. Anyway guys, that is the end. Stay lazy, be a good egg. Subscribe if you want to hear more stories. I feel like the storytelling is kind of taking over the makeup thing a bit on my channel, but like I really enjoy talking at you, so let me know what you prefer. Thanks a lot guys.